I've had a ton of these high-end NeoPixel lightsabers on this table. And I was recently really impressed with this one right here from Heysaber. In fact, I thought it was one of the coolest ones I had. Now they told me that this one is going to be even cooler. Let's see. Oh yeah, baby. Hey, my name is Mr. X. Welcome to the Extreme Channel. We are giving away $1,000 statues to you guys. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video.
The mighty Kylo Ren. At last, my boy. When I found you, I saw what all masters live to see. Raw, untamed power. And beyond that,
Snoke trained you well.
something truly special. Forever. There's too much Vader in him.
No, we can still save him. There's still light in him, I know it.
Welcome to the Extreme Channel. We have another lightsaber video, and I'm really stoked about this for a lot of reasons. Obviously, there was a little bit of a spoiler. You know what's in the box. Heysaber is a new company now that I've worked with twice, and I really love them. I really do. I actually just charged the old one recently because I'm going to do some videos with these two together. They make some really cool stuff. The first thing they do is they actually have carrying cases, almost like gun cases, for their products, which is pretty cool. And once you open it up, this is what you see inside. So first we have an instruction manual that is incredibly long. And if you watched the other video I did, which I highly recommend you check that out, you can tell there are so many different features with this, it needs a long manual. You also get a little toolkit here. This actually has some rings in it, which I'm not sure what those are for. You get a thumb drive because you can program your own sounds and lights into the hilt. Here is a small screwdriver. You have an acrylic stand that you can put together for the actual lightsaber to display it. You have the little piece that actually goes inside the hilt if you're not going to do the blade. So this is if you're cosplaying. A USB to USB-C charging cord. Of course, you have the blade as well, and it does have a wrapping on it to protect it during transport. Last but not least, you have the hilt. So this is clearly a Kylo Ren hilt packaged extremely well. We're going to unwrap it and charge it. And because it's a Kylo Ren hilt, you have the two blade pieces that actually go on the side. So we're going to check out the aesthetics of this piece and then also look at the functionality. But before that, I have to unpackage all this and wrap it and charge it. So I'll see you in a minute. So I've already charged it, but the one thing that's different about this one than any other lightsaber I've had is that red wire. So you unscrew the hilt, and then you're going to get to the power source, which does have a USB-C plug-in right there. I've already charged it. So the red wire, which is strictly for aesthetics, it's not part of the functionality of this, although I imagine in the Star Wars universe, it probably was part of the functionality. Does go through this right here, and then you tuck it in up here. So a little bit different than your traditional lightsabers. You usually don't have to deal with that. And mine's crooked now, so I gotta straighten it out a little bit, make it a little cleaner. Oh, and I pulled too much. I pulled it from the other end. So a little bit of a fallibility with this particular lightsaber just because of the aesthetics of what it's supposed to look like. And then you have two blue wires that also go up here as well that aren't permanently secured, so you can pull them in and out. And again, it's if you need to disassemble the lightsaber. Otherwise, assembling it is like all other lightsabers, has these tiny Allen screws. It already comes with them in. And same with the sides here. These are not in, I believe, but they are in the bag. The last thing about this one that's a little bit different is I don't know what all these rings are for. I can't figure it out. I'm sure it's supposed to be part of it, but I don't know where, so I'm going to leave them off for now. All right, so I have it all assembled. Before I got started, I decided to look at the aesthetics of it. So specifically the hilt, obviously. I did pull some pictures from online, and it appears to be an exact replica. While I'm not a Star Wars guru, even though I know quite a bit about the universe and enjoy the movies, There may be some inaccuracies, but I think it's pretty damn close based off the pictures I saw. Has a good amount of weight to it. What I really like is the scorching right here on the side blades or flames that come out. As you see, when it's not on, we're going to turn it on and look at the functionality. It does look a little corny, but I don't think that's specific to this saber. It's specific to any Kylo Ren saber you get. The blade looks a little bit better, so I think it's just the flame shapes. But once you turn it on, it has that flame effect, which we're going to look at. But I think they did a great job on the actual blade itself. Or the hilt for that matter. Pretty impressive and pretty damn screen accurate. If you remember, Kylo Ren actually kind of fashioned it himself. The Jedi were all but extinct, so there was only so many people that could teach him how to do a lightsaber. So it looks great, high quality. Let's see what it can actually do. All right, few disclaimers I have here. First of all, I believe I figured out what those rings are for. If you unscrew the hilt and then screw it back on and it's not lining up completely, it's because the grooves aren't perfect. So those little rings, I believe, are to put in between to line it up. Mine, fortunately, lined back up fine. Now, like the previous Heysaber I had, this one right here, I don't have the blade in it. Remember, it has that on-screen mode. It functions almost identical. They have almost countless options when it comes to blade mode, blade color, blade font, light effect, and more. Some of it you can control by pushing the button, which is the majority of the way that I do it. Some of it I believe you can control with an app, and you can program in more, like we saw that thumb drive. So these are really just the basic features of it. So turning it on, and I have it on the Kylo Ren setting. So it has that pulsating effect like Kylo Ren did with his saber, which is great. If you want to change the fonts, the effects, the modes, you have to first turn it back off by holding it for 2 seconds. So there I changed, I believe it's actually the mode. It changed to the learner, which I believe is an insinuation for Luke Skywalker, so I'm guessing it's going to be blue. Good guess, Mr. X. And I have the lights off in this area so you can get a better view of the actual colors.
Unstable.
So this is changing the light modes.
Rainbow blade.
So for example, here's Rainbow Blade. So the lighting effects, that's actually pretty cool. Candy Blade. Oh, that's exactly what you would think. So the adjustments are really about how long you hold the button. If you hold it for half a second, it adjusts the volume.
Volume high. Volume low.
If you hold it for 1 second,
Cracked blade.
it's the light effect. So cracked blade, you can't really see it too much on camera, but it looks like it was actually broken in the middle. And again, you have to be off to do all these functions. If you hold it for 1.5 seconds, I believe that's when it changes the mode.
The learner.
So again, back to the learner.
The Dark Lord revisited.
The Dark Lord revisited. So again, kind of a Kylo Ren effect.
Broken ignition.
Broken ignition. And I believe this is actually a font. So this is the true Kylo Ren effect.
Serenity.
Serenity, kind of peace, blue, light blue.
Idle.
Not sure which character this is.
Dark Ages.
Dark Ages, actually a purple up here and a blue down here. Can't tell if you can tell that on camera.
The Count.
The Count, so this is Dooku, I assume. Yeah. Also could be Darth Vader or the Emperor. Bounty. So, there are countless more, but I want to look at some of the effects while you're actually using it. So you hear a good swing effect. If you push the button, it's the block the blaster. If you hit it, it has that effect where it actually affects the lightsaber and you hear a clash. So really, I could go over all the different options with you, but we would literally be looking at options for probably about 1.5 hours. So to me, when I'm buying a lightsaber, a few things are important. 1 is the quality. 2 is how good it looks, the aesthetics. 3 is the options, and here with Heysabers, there are so many different options. And 4 is the company. So I've worked with a few different companies. Heysabers is my current favorite. So I would highly recommend that you guys check them out. I'm going to put a link in the description below. Also, stay tuned on the channel because we're going to have some short videos showing more features of not only this saber, but the previous one. But what do you guys think? Which hilt would you want if you could pick any saber in the world? Throw that down in the comments below for a chance to win in the giveaway. As we try to grow this channel, we like to reward you guys for watching and subscribing. So because of that, every 5,000 milestone when it comes to subscribers, we give away a couple $1,000s worth of statues. We've actually given away over 20 statues. To win one was easy. First, you gotta be subscribed to the channel. You'll get bell notifications when videos drop. Each video that drops, you wanna make a comment on those videos. We pick a random video, we give away statues based on a comment. You can say whatever you want. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Heysabers. Again, please check the description of this video. There's a link to their website, and there's tons of cool stuff to check out. This is launching right before the holidays. Good time to do that. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.